Here is example 3 from our parabolas lesson. So again, same directions that we've seen in these other ones. Notice not in standard form, and so let's rearrange this. That's our goal. We want to make it match standard form. Now in this case, notice the y part is squared. So let me just go ahead and remind us what that equation is going to look like. Y minus k squared equals 4p x minus h. So that's our goal. We want to rearrange this thing, make it look like this equation so we can find those key parts. So first of all, there's no numbers in front of our squared stuff. So let's multiply 4 by both sides. That's the same as dividing that 1/4 away. So I would have 4x equals y squared plus 2y plus 33. Now this 33, this is not going to factor down nicely and make a nice perfect square like that. So let's subtract that 33 over to the other side. And in fact, I hope this step doesn't bother you. I'm going to put my y squared stuff. I'm just going to switch sides to make it match the equation that we're working with. So right now I've got y squared plus 2y plus something. We're going to complete the square here like we did with circles to turn it into standard form, equals 4x minus 33. So again, what did I just do? I subtracted 33 over, and then I just flipped sides just to make it match the equation that we're trying to get to. Alright, so to complete the square, what goes in my box? Well, this middle term is the key. Half of 2 is 1, 1 squared. So add a 1. Remember, make sure we do it to both sides. This side will now factor to a nice perfect square, y plus 1 squared. Again, that 1, half of my 2, or square root of 1, and it's plus because this middle term's added, equals 4x minus 32 now. So we're getting really close. This term up here in our equation, notice we've got x something here in parentheses. So how can we do that? Oh, let's just factor that 4 out. So one more step. Y plus 1 squared equals 4 times x minus 8. Now we have our equation in standard form. Fantastic. Let's identify our vertex. So be careful here. Our h, remember, is always with the x. Sometimes we'll just write the first number we see. But h is with my x, so it's 8. And my k is -1. 8, -1. Let me go ahead and start a sketch over here of that. And again, from the previous two examples, you see I'm not real concerned about being crazy to scale, and just want to make a quick sketch. So let's say 2, 4, 6, 8, and let's say -1 was down there, so I'm somewhere over here. Let's say that's our vertex. Which way are we opening? Well, the y part is squared, so that means I'm opening horizontally, so either to the right or to the left. I've got a positive number here in front of my x, so that means I'm opening to the right. So again, I'll just kind of make a sketch there. So we're opening to the right. You can see the direction. Now let's identify our focus and our directrix like we've been doing. So this number here tells us what's going on there. So 4p equals this number. So in this case, it's really convenient. 4p equals 4. So of course p is 1. So that's really nice for us. So my focus will be 1 unit inside. It's always inside your parabola. So my focus, if I'm at x equals 8 and I go 1 to the right, that would be 9. My y value stays the same, of course. So that would be somewhere inside here if you want to just picture it. My directrix is the opposite, and so I would come over here 1 unit, and it's going to be a line. Remember, we'll do a dotted line there. And it's a y value, or I'm sorry, an x value in this case. X equals 7. It's vertical, so that's why it's x equals. So x equals 7 is the equation for that. So there is example 3. Again, we've got our key components. and a quick sketch.